take another shot. So I've made a couple recordings since the last video I posted, but I got a bunch of nothing, and commentary was sparse as well, so nobody's gonna see those. Got 2 easy caskets from Wandering KBDs, KGBs, little penguin guys. So let's open these and see if we can. Oh, these easy clue rewards. So this is what I'm. This is why I'm opening them right now instead of waiting. I usually get around 225 to 250. So I'd usually do one more Hellhound farming session. But the last time we had a combat week, there was this thing that popped up in the chat box. It said this one, it says event bonus. The other one was combat week bonus or something. I don't know. But basically, although I'm pretty sure that none of the drops are being affected, let's just go ahead and alch the rest of this. We have a little more time since we're doing slightly less clues, and I'm pretty sure I've still got these my banks. I don't need to get rid of those. Alright, let's start. So I'm pretty sure that none of the drop rates have been affected, but there is this little chat message that says event bonus, and however small the chance is, I'd rather open up clues during something like this just in case. Because Jagex would never post that they changed the drop rates of clue rewards, because people that have been stockpiling thousands would all open them up, and then the increased chance of a die that'd release a lot of new very valuable items into the game. So of course I would never post it, but there is a small chance that the code that they use to increase the drop rates for Slayer monsters and bosses also affects clue scrolls. So there's no loss to it if the drop rate isn't affected. So might as well open them up now. Yeah, that's basically why. But I've been Slayer point farming for the duration of this, as well as doing my Reapers and everything. But with double Reaper points, even for your second or third Slayer task of the day, you can get a Reaper task of the day. You can get a Reaper task for 250 Slayer points, and the Reaper points are doubled. So basically, I can get in about 20 to 20 minutes-ish, I can do 9 tasks with the Lumberage Slayer Master. It's a bunch of easy stuff, usually never more than 25 mobs, and all of them are below level 25. So, yeah. Basically, you can zoom through 9 tasks, and then on your 10th task, then you go to your highest level Slayer monster, your highest level Slayer Master, and complete that task. And then you get a lot of points, like 220 every 10th task. And then when you hit 50, a multiple of 50 total tasks, then I think it multiplies again, and you get like 440. And then when you reach a multiple of 100, it multiplies again, and you get 660 Slayer points. So just a couple of those, and you've got 2 more Reaper tasks that you can do. And then, of course, you can do that cycle probably 2 to 2.5 to 3 times an hour. And then the Reaper points are doubled. So everything's doubled. It's just this cycle which results in probably the plummeting of incomplete Hydrix. So far, the Hydrix has dropped in price. I've noticed the mid price dropped a little bit, and I've been trying to buy some, but I haven't quite sussed out where they're dropping to. And I know that a lot of other people have the same idea, so maybe the demand will stabilize the alchemical, or it will stabilize the Hydrix price just lower, you know? A lot of people will realize that the price will go back up after the event, and so they'll want to make 5 to 10%. You know, they have enough cash so that 5 to 10% is what they're looking for, and they can buy up as many as they want. So, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a floor to that crash pretty soon, unless it's already hit it. So I might try and find that floor and maybe liquidate some Christmas tree hats. And hey, okay. So we got a backstab cape. There's the so at least, I mean, that's something, right? That's the first broadcast I've got. I'll just pop a rip. Rip lol. So I've gone about 500, 700 dry. So there's a backstab cape. And we have 150 left. Let's maybe pick up the pace a little bit. I'm not sure whether I slowed down. Yeah. We want that gilded full helm. If you're gonna give me something, give me that. As soon as I get it, that's its own broadcast. So that'll be my hard log completed. Of course, not fully, but I will get the title. And I'm pretty sure that that's a broadcast. Okay. All right, you're getting close, but it's the wrong direction. We want that helm. So that's neat. That's actually the first time I've gotten a gilded roll in a while too. In the past 2 videos that I didn't post, which is about 500 clues total, I guess, I got 2 third age rolls, but not third age. So the potion, I got 2 third age table potion rolls, and that's all. So that's the total of my RNG for those 500 clues, which is whack. You know, I've talked about before, once you get those potions, that means that you actually rolled and you had a 1 out of 12 chance of getting third age. And you got the 4 or 5 drops that were not third age. I think that's how it works, if I remember the wiki correctly. So that's always a bit weird. 170, whatever. We'll roll it. I did a little AOD. Turns out AOD is completely, or it's much easier to do. I think we had about 14 people, so it wasn't a 9-man or a 7-man team. But it wasn't a mass either, so everyone had to do their part for DPS. Oh yeah, also I'm not sure whether I've talked about this before, but I finished raids, so finally got into raids and did Yakimaru, and turns out it's a little bit easier than I had thought before, especially with a 10-man raid, and as long as you have 3 people that know exactly what they're doing. Hey, I also got a Gloves of Passage from some Magister kills that I just sold. As long as you have a few people that know basically all the roles and can fill in wherever if someone dies, then and you resonance the jelly splashes, and I mean you pass the blue and all this stuff, then you could take, like, the rolls are super easy in Yakimaru, so Um, it only took maybe 3 to 4 kills, and I was already rolling. I was already in a roll that was super easy, but still, you know, very nice. Double fort and a master. So the raids part is done, and now I'm settling into doing it once every 2 weeks. There was a while there where I did raids. I did try to do as much Yakimaru as possible to get my kill count up, but I ended up just using a bunch of PVM supplies, and you know, I may have gotten 15 kills, but 15 kills times 5 Ceradomin brew flasks, that's a decent chunk of change, and on top of all the other food and potions and whatnot. So I've decided that I could just get a full raid once every 2 weeks, and I wouldn't have to try and impress anyone in the raids FC with my kill count. So that's good to know. I might learn a few bosses with Makeru. I know he's teaching on stream. Where do you rank a clue at? Where do you rank a clue at? Where's my clue rank? I think I'm 250. I am rank 250 or something. I remember stumbling across that ranking page a while back. Like change tier. Alright, this guy is, I don't think he's a native English speaker. I can't do this master. I think you use it on Zeta. Pretty sure you just use the clue on her and she can downgrade it. Yeah, whatever. Try and have a conversation with this guy and do a video. Probably running a little long here, but hopefully we can speed it up. So we got a backstab cape. Maybe we can pull something else. Jeez, there's a string of nothing right there. Also, I finally understand how to climb in your PVM skill. It's kind of hard to understand without actually experiencing it yourself. But you know, now that I've gotten to a point where the switches and everything make sense, the progression path that I took to get here, I'm not amazing at PVM, but I can still hold my own at high tier bosses. But somebody that looks at these high tier bosses and thinks, like I'll never be able to do that, or they watch a guide and they hear the guide person talking about all these abilities, and they're like, what even is that, and how do I incorporate that into my combat? That was me a while ago, and basically I just took it one step at a time. I got a shield, perked it out, and keybound an easy resonance. And then people started talking about Gothic staff spec, so I got that and set up an easy keybound Gothic staff spec. Then planted feet and the Ring of Vigor switch, and you can see over here I've got a little bit of a method to my madness now, and it's nowhere close to a high tier PVM keybound guide, but you know, even this would look confusing to someone who doesn't do PVM and is sort of looks at it as like a daunting learning curve, which it is. You know, you're gonna have to die, and there are a lot of costs that come with death in this game. But I think once you get over that hump, and it becomes a little bit like second nature. You're not